Slick Wash is specially designed for power sport and motorsport vehicles that encounter heavy dirt and mud, and formulated to clean surfaces without stripping the lubrication from bearings or pivot points. Slick Wash is a biodegradable, non-corrosive cleaning solution designed specifically to remove heavy dirt and mud from surfaces. Each bottle contains 32 ounces of super concentrated liquid solution, which can easily be mixed with water to make up 4 gallons of wash. Each bottle of Slick Wash is made and packaged in the USA. Slick Wash is a non-corrosive formula, making it safe for use on paint, plastic, and metal surfaces, and easily rinses away without leaving a sticky residue. Using Slick Wash is a quick and easy 3-step process. Begin by mixing 8 ounces of concentrate with 1 gallon of water. Using a pump sprayer applicator saves time when applying and also reduces waste. Apply Slick Wash to the entire vehicle, saturating any dirty or muddy areas, and agitate using the Slick Scrub brush. For best results, keep it moist and let it soak for 3 to 5 minutes. Rinse the vehicle with water using a pressurized nozzle and dry with a slick microfiber towel. Slick Wash always offers a safe and easy cleaning experience for power sport and motorsport vehicles. If you have any questions about our Slick Wash, please refer to the support tab on our website where you can easily contact the Slick team.
Because I'm learning that a lot of my neighbors like to walk around their apartments naked. So. Twitch. Twitch. Twitch.
Bullydog Coffee Company. In association with the TI Racing League Arca Series. Partnership together, and we'll call it the Bullydog Coffee Company TI Racing League Arca Series. And season number 6 is the hottest brew coming to town. You can catch all the action live here on the Horror Esports TV broadcast network. We'll see you trackside. This way, then. Let's see what happens. This is gonna save too. Okay. If you want to go ahead, Chris. I don't know. It still says reconnecting, but I went to recording, so do it the hard way if we have to.
Okay, just tell me when.
That'd be good.
Sweet.
Button. Alright, so you want to go forward with sending Chris Scala's Arca Series retirement off with a nice little interview per se.
Yeah, we're definitely excited for it. Scala's been a major part in our program this whole year and the past couple of seasons, and to be sending him off this way looks like the best I could do. The back of our cars tonight are all thank you, Scala. And we're proud to have him on our team, and we're proud to be sending him off with the team championship since we we are all the way in.
Yeah, most definitely. You guys definitely all set up for that, and even like you said, team championship. But even on top of that, one of your own team members looking to be taking the championship home by the end of tonight as well here at the Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, the only thing that'll make it better is TI win tonight. I'm hoping that Scala can pull that off for us. We'll have to see, though.
We'll have to see if you can do that, or if maybe another TI member can make it happen. Maybe Alex Bryson will pick it up. Brandon Alphen's been looking strong. Uh, Dalton Wilson's had an up and down year season, and as well. I mean, you're in the same boat. You're just kind of been up and down as well, especially with your computer playing roles and not letting you, the technical difficulties not working
Yeah,
with you.
between hockey and everything, it's been a rough start. But next season, I'll be back all the way, and I'll be excited for that. Wilson's had some good luck this year. Alpha's been killing it, especially in qualifying.
Yeah, most definitely.
Miles has been winning, and Bryson's been consistent.
Right on. So we'll see how that plays out tonight. Hopefully, good.
Y'all try and do some kind of surprise thing on me?
There he is.
I go to say goodnight to the daughter, and you pull this on me?
Surprise, Scala. This is your happy send-off interview.
Okay. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, sponsors. Who is our? Oh yeah, Grublets on Ice car is gonna go qualify in about 10 seconds.
Scala, thank you for being a part of this team, man. We really love you and appreciate you, and hopefully we get you the win tonight.
Well, somebody had to be the bottom of the pile the whole entire time, so glad I was able to take care of that for you. The only thing one thing left for me to do, and that's to pass you in the all-time TI's wins list. So.
Well, retirement in the Arca series doesn't necessarily exempt you from that. So I mean,
That's fair. Right now, though, we're going to go run a qual lap. This ought to be fun.
good luck. talk to you guys later this evening.
I'll be starting last.
Alrighty, Chris. You guys have a good race. We'll see you soon. Alrighty, so we're going to do the national anthem real quick while they finish out qualifying. We'll be right back. So please your eyes, remove your hands, remove your hats, place your hands over your hearts to honor our nation's colors. We'll see you in just a welcome back to Hardy Sports TV for tonight's edition of the season championship of the TI Racing League Arca Series, sponsored by Bullydog Coffee Company. Your starting lineup will be coming at you very shortly. Here's the field taking to the racing surface for the start of today's race, the season championship. We'll talk about that so we get started here with our starting lineup. As the drivers down your own pit road ready to come to the call. Take a look here at today's starting grid as we have 23 drivers. Starting on the inside of the front row is Alex Bryson in the 38 out of the Atlantic region. His outside starting position number 2 is Randy Cornwell in the 22 out of Georgia. Starting inside of row number 2 is Kyle Ether in the 8 out of the New England region. In position number 3, to his outside in position number 4 is the 63, Dominic Russo out of the New England region. So the New Englanders are pretty much completing row 2. Dominic Russo starting in P4. Rolling on back now to position number 5 inside of number 3 is Ryan Whitaker in the 03 out of the Carolinas. His outside Chris Scala in the 2. His final Arca Series debut here out of Indiana in the 2. We'll start P6. Starting inside of row number 4 in the 7th spot, Stephen Miles in the 24 out of the Mid-South region. His outside will be Brandon Alf in the 21. He's also out of the Mid-South region. We'll start in position number 8. Starting inside of row number 5 is Dalton Wilson in the 88 out of the Virginia's region, or out of the state of Virginia. And his outside is Chris Lewis, the 111 out of the Carolinas, starting P10. Starting inside of row number 6 in the 11th spot is KT Meccan in the 95 out of Georgia. And his outside out of the Carolinas is Nicholas Uricchio in the 36, starting in position number 12. Moving on back into position 13 is Aaron Beaver out of the Midwest region here. Stephen Melnick in the 14th spot out of Georgia in the starting 15th is the 17 of Brett Rolls out of the Mid-South. And starting P62 is Eli Raposa in the 46 from the New England region. Starting P17 out of Canada, Craig Martin in the 222. 18th, Doug Billhars in the 50 out of the Mid-South. Starting 19th is Rick Ward out of Michigan in the 34. Dallas Childers in the 10 out of the Carolinas will start P20. P21 is David Pitt out of the Atlantic region. 22nd, AJ Vasor in the 7 out of New York. And tailback on the field, Mike Eckert out of Pennsylvania in the 3. We'll start tailback on the field. iRacing.com for space car is in. The VP Racing Fuels green flag is out. Here we go down and away. As we get down the front straight away into turn 1 out of the tri-oval. It's a dead heat. Drag race into 1 between Randy Cornwell and Alex Bryson as they work their way into 1. Alex Bryson going to take the race lead as they work their way down the back straightaway. Cars getting a little loose here, a little hairy for the time being. Got the guy with you working the top shelf right now. Off of turn 4 to the stripe as lap 1 is now in the books. things to talk about here upcoming. We'll talk about the point standings coming into today's event. Use that time up trying to get a quick interview. Not a problem at all. But car in the wall off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Couple cars back here together. Checking up to see if we can be able to keep going. That may have been. Looks like Chris Scala is still going. Looks like he's found the outside retaining wall. The corner does get a little tricky. Alex Bryson, your race leader, Randy Cornwell in second right now. Ryan Whitaker up to third. Fourth right now is Kyle Wheatley. He's looking to the inside of the 03 for that third spot. PTP Racing 03 of Whitaker. Stephen Miles in the 24 in the fifth spot right now. Getting this battle in front of him going on between the two teammates here. Looks like Kyle Wheatley thinking better of it. Here comes Stephen Miles to the inside of Whitaker. Whitaker going to slip back to fifth. I think that sixth spot now. Or fifth, excuse me, is Wilson sneaking around. Chris Scala coming to pit road to get that damage fixed. That is slowing him down a little bit. Everybody's single file right now up front. Taking a look back here. Look at Dalton Wilson. Saw a potential battle going on there, but that did not stay in shape there. Chris Lewis in the 15 car tonight. Number 15 Chevrolet. Brandon Alphen back there in the ninth spot in the 21. Brett Rolls currently in the 10th spot in the 17 Ford Mustang. Dominic Russo currently in 11th. Aaron Beaver in 9th. This will be 12th, excuse me. Rick Ward in 13th. 14th is Craig Martin. 15th is Stephen Monick. 16th is Nicholas Riccio. 17th AJ Masor. As here comes AJ Masor from the inside of Nicholas Riccio. Not going to happen this time around. Really pretty much single file here. It's like 8 point standings for those nights. You've been here the season rookie standings. Brandon Alphen with 132 points. Tim Edwin with 114 points. So Alphen still hanging on to that rookie of the season points. And look at the team standings coming in tonight. TI Racing has 324 points. CLTV with 254. ATP Racing 231 points in third. STC Racing 214 points in fourth. Nosy Motorsports 175 points in fifth. Showtime Racing 166 points in sixth. And Asimov Racing with 124 points in seventh. Rounding out that standings. Take a look at the top 20 in points coming into today's event here. Alex Bryson still your race leader up front. Is also your points leader with 153 points. Brandon Alphen 7 points back in second. Stephen Miles with 143 points in third. 10 points back. Randy Cornwell in fourth with 134 points. Finished second in last season, season 5. So you see them right there on this side of your side of the track right there is it's like AJ Masor and Eli Brown out there. Is Nicholas Riccio and all them going changing there, but alright, back to the split is Tim Edward with 117 points, Nicholas Riccio with 101 points in sixth, Aaron Beaver with 100 points in seventh, Chris Scala with 100 points, so there's a tie there in eighth. Dalton Wilson with 96 points in 9th. Running your top 10 is Craig Martin with 94 points. Joshua Parent with 87 points in 11th. Andrew Beach with 80 points in 12th. Stephen Monick with 80 points in 13th. 14th is Trenton Sneed with 79 points. Ryan Whitaker with 76 points in 15th. 16th is Kyle Ether with 17th. 17th is KT Meckin with 65 points. AJ Masor with 62 points. 19th is Sean Lester with 45 points. Around out your 19 cars and points. Something got moved there. It should be top 20, but field's still under green here. And out front, Randy Cornwell. It's Alex Bryson. Looks like it's Chris Scala in the wall trying to stay out of the way. Not certain that that car is damaged in any way, shape, or form. But in the meantime, Brett Rolls has fallen back to position number 11. Still going here around the Speedway as we're now on lap number 11 of 100 laps total distance here, and they've clicked them off their 10th of the way home already. Going by quick, fast, in a hurry. It's everybody pretty much right there together in the front of the field. Randy Cornwell, Stephen Miles, Alex Bryson, Ryan Whitaker, Kyle Wheat, they're all right there on your screen. Your top 5 is Stephen Miles looking to pick up another win here. We'll see if he can make it happen. The 24 challenges the 22. Miles on the high side, Cornwell to the bottom. Miles on the loud pedal around the top of the corner. He's carrying the momentum. He will have the lead off of turn 2. Down the back straightaway into this. Stephen Miles the race lead. Cornwell second. Bryson third. Whitaker fourth. Ethier in your 5th position. Right now in the 6th spot, Brandon Alphin is now. It's Kyle Ether moving to P4. Whitaker falls to 5th. Oh, battle going on right now for that 4th and 5th spot. Whitaker, Ether not wanting to give it up here, and Whitaker on the outside. Whitaker against the wall. He pushed it in too hard. Got in the marbles. He's against the outside wall. Little push there, brushed the car into the outside wall as they worked their way off of 2 down the back straightaway. Battle now back there around up the 7th, 8th position. Looks like Dalton Wilson, potentially Chris Lewis in that mix. And it is Lewis on the bottom. He's got Whitaker, he's got reeled in, he's up high. Here comes the 88 of Wilson on the bottom as well. Stephen Miles still your race leader. Something as of right now here, Chris Lewis trying to run down Whitaker hard in the outside wall once again. That's going to allow Lewis to get by. He's going to bring teammates along with him. It's going to be Dalton Wilson, and looks like KT Meccan's also going to get by. This potentially almost up the door for Dominic Russo to get by as well. Stephen Miles still your race leader. He's out front setting the pace. Take a look out front. Stephen Miles by a full second right now. He's gapping it out over your second place driver of Randy Cornwell. Randy Cornwell in second, 22. Burt Rolls hanging back in the 11th spot. Third right now, Alex Bryson. Looks like we had a car to pit road. That looks potentially to be, that is Stephen Miles. Miles coming to pit road. We got an idea for fuel strategy potentially. Lap 17 to 100. So Randy Cornwell now your race leader. He's led 8 laps in today's race, so he has not led 9 of those, and it looks like we got more cars coming to pit road. Looks like Kyle Ethier is among that group. Take a look. We got quite a number of drivers coming to pit road as Randy Cornwell looks to be one of the only drivers that has not yet to pit. Looks like we got Randy Cornwell, Nicholas Chiricchio, Stephen Melnick yet to pit here. Some drivers are turning to the Speedway from pit road. And Randy Cornwell not going to come to pit road, so that will hand the lead over potentially. See if the Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours sponsored Mimsy Motorsports ride of Nicholas Chiricchio comes to pit road, and he does. Stephen Melnick right behind him. Now, Iowa State Hawkeyes sponsored number 1, and we'll take a look now as Alex Bryson, the next driver, back on the loud pedal here. We'll see who takes the race lead in just a moment. Right now it looks to be Randy Cornwell has it. There's a big battle going on, and I believe Stephen Miles is leading this group, leading the charge here. And Stephen Miles is going to re-inherit the race lead at lap 19 as they work their way down the front straightaway into 1, and he will. I'm going to take a moment and thank all of our sponsors here. Thank everybody. Thank Chris Lewis for having us aboard for season 6. I want to thank all these drivers at the TI Racing League for coming up putting on a show. I want to thank the Bullydog Coffee Company for sponsoring the TI Racing League Arca series the past few seasons. Also want to take a moment to thank Eric Tupper for co-announcing with me.
You're welcome, Ron.
Coming
Sorry, I'm
on
a little
note
late.
right there. You're good. What's happening? You're over there racing, and I was going through the lineup. I've been distracted over here, and I called Brett's. And I was like, Brett's here? What?
Yep, Brett's running. Brett unfortunately didn't make the A main over there with the full throttle series. I did home 5th, but
Good job.
well, that's this race here going on. I am loading into the server as we speak.
We were on lap 21 of 100. So everything quick and off, quick, fast, and hurry. We got drivers that are fighting the turn 2 wall tonight. Fortunately, we haven't had a caution yet. I know it's lingering because these guys, they're just that wall off at 2. It's just killing them. But right now, Brett's currently in the 12th spot. He was in, I believe he was up to 9th, but he's kind of falling back a little bit. Trying to save some tires. We've gone through a round of pit stops already, and he's been going pretty quick.
Yeah, this group usually does pretty good early on in these races. They do get a lot of good green flag runs, which makes for some very good racing. And then they get that random caution, which throws a wrench in it.
Yeah, it's usually right at the end that throws a wrench in all the fuel strategies and everything that they strategized out for a full race.
Oh, of course.
No, it's been quite the interesting race so far with 6 lead changes and no cautions, so and on the pit stops. So it's definitely made for an interesting race. And so far, I mean, there's no surprise here. Stephen Miles is up front by about almost 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, I got 9/10 on my ticker here. He looks like he's about to put Doug Billhar's 50 a lap down. And he was outside him there, going down the back straightaway. Billhar's able to pull away from him a little bit. Must be on fresher tires from this recent pit stop.
Yeah, probably be about a lap or half a lap difference maybe, or maybe not running the corner as hard since he happens to be close to the back of the pack. He may be trying to save to try to maybe pick up the top 10 towards the end of this one.
Billhar's actually caught the wall coming out of 2 that time by.
Wow. Wall is definitely playing a toll on quite a few drivers here so far today. So we also have our rookie Brandon Alpin this season running in the 2nd spot. So another good run for the rookie driver in the 21 for the TI Racing crew. So TI definitely putting on a strong finish so far. A strong season end, is, if you will, with this being the season finale race for season number 6.
Already season finale time. This season went by super fast.
It sure did, man. It just flew right along. But unfortunately, I'll have to go and upload this race later because my internet was being wonky earlier and disconnected the stream. It won't reconnect, so I'm recording right now.
Is it recording us talking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So it'll just be a little late on the broadcast
Can't
coming up.
upload the
Sorry about
broadcast.
that.
I was like,
People will be able to watch it.
yep. I told Chris, I was like, the only way I know to do this is to put it up because my internet's been being wonky all night, but it just happened to cut out for after 5 minutes, like right after the advertisements. So I can always edit those in. It's not a big deal. Just have to upload it anyhow. But all good.
Stephen Miles has now stretched his lead up to 1.4 seconds over teammate Brandon Alphin. I think Alphin might be having a little bit of trouble getting around Rick Ward as they're coming through for to lap 28 out of 100. One car down pit road. Double check to see who that was. Vivid Fate. I'm not sure if he's down for a pit stop or if he's got damage he's repairing. Sitting for a minute.
Yeah, he probably got that outside wall off too and having to get that damage fixed right now. Battle on between Nicholas Uricchio and Vincent and Dallas Childers. as they're battling for 13th and 14th. Childers going to make that happen. Man, that was a dicey move there, but he's going to bring along the Asheville rooftop bar towards 36. Enrico, as he was trying to work his way around the 95 of KT Meckenbeck, hang on. But Meckenbeck in the 20th position, he is 1 lap down. So, looking at this, looks like Doug Bilhar's still able to kind of, according to my time scoring, Doug Bilhar's still in his lap. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did pull away from Stephen Miles by a little bit there. Able to get to him. That's quite interesting. I thought for sure that was gonna put him a lap down there, but he was able to hang on to it. So Doug Bilhar's showing some strength here in the early portion of this race here at the Kansas Speedway. He's not ready to go a lap down yet. Stephen Miles still trying to track him down as he extends his lead to almost 2 seconds over the 21 of Brandon Alpha. But I'll tell you what, Alpha got to be a little careful there. Alpha to pit road. I was gonna say he's got to be a little careful. I was gonna say I think he was getting close, and there goes Kyle Ether. He's gonna take over the 2nd spot, and Alex Bryson will go to P3. Alpha coming to pit road, so it should be another scheduled stop here. I mean, they were like lap 17 or 18 for the first set of stops, and they're already like, say the stint-wise, they're looking at 13, 14 laps. So I mean, it's time for round number 2 of I think already.
Looking back through the field, about the 15th position, Eli Raposa, Michael Eckert doing a battle as Eckert gets wall, but able to hold on to the position. And this battle's going on in front of the 17 of Brett Rolls and the 7 of AJ Vasura, but Vasura a couple laps down. But Brett Rolls still right there on the lead lap, sitting 7th after starting 15. Ooh, car hard in the wall, Brett.
That probably Miles to pit road, so let's take a look here. I don't see much going on. This means a caution.
I think the car was able, it was Eli Raposa, I think he was able to hold on to it as he is still going strong down the back straightaway right now. Right there with AJ Vasura on the track and a couple car lengths behind Michael Eckert.
And you see a lot of damage. Right side of the 46 car definitely scratched up a good bit there, and doesn't really look too bad on the bit portion of things, but definitely
How many laps did we get the first run for flag run for before pit stops came in?
It was like 14 or 15. I think they're about due. It's somewhere between 14 and 17 is what we're pitting. So we got some that come in. We got a couple that came in for their 2nd stop already. We got Dallas Childers and I believe that's the O3 Whitaker coming down right now. Yeah, a couple other drivers get ready to come to pit road for their 2nd stop of the race here on lap 34. So yeah, it's definitely time for a round of stops from your leaders.
Hopefully I wasn't repeating back through my microphone there. If I was, I apologize. I've been having issues with that.
Yeah, it's all technical difficulties we gotta work through. Let's see, right now Randy Cornwell, your race leader, and of course he's still gonna have to come in for his 2nd stop. Yet imagine we'll see him come in this time by as it's like he allowed one of the TI cars to go by on the inside. And no, he's gonna allow him to go by, but he's gonna hang on to the race lead. He's got the lead over the 111 of Chris Lewis right now, who just barely missed the commitment cone coming to pit road. I just panned to his car as he locked him up, and hopefully Lewis not gonna end up with a pit road speeding penalty or a failed commitment cone penalty there.
Randy Cornwell being shown as your leader at the moment. I believe maybe coming down pit road this time as he's coming off turn 4 onto the apron. Your leader down pit road.
Got Rick Ward in the 34 also down pit road as well. And Stephen Melnick is being scored as your race leader right now, but he potentially lost company here. Ricchio's back almost half a second. But I believe Melnick was slow to pit road here. So he works his way down back straightaway off of 2. And his mirror here looks like he's alright. Out there by himself for the moment, so he's going to have a lap lead. So we have quite a few people on the lap lead chart right now as Brett Rolls yet to come in for his second stop, as I believe he'll probably follow Stephen Melnick this time around. Melnick now to pit road is looking here. The car hit the outside wall. Looks like AJ Pasorna, they got the wall done. Most definitely there. He's bringing that PTP Racing number 7 car to pit road. Is right now being scored as your race leader is the 21 of Brandon Alpin. He has made his second stop. He's put that number 21 machine out front. And man, I tell you what, these guys having a really hard time with that exit up too.
Yeah, definitely a tough spot on the track this evening.
I'm starting to wonder if it has anything to do with the update today. It seems like everybody's having problems.
I did not read the notes for the asphalt side, but I did read the dirt side. I know they made some track changes there. I imagine they probably made some track changes on the asphalt side as too.
It's a pretty big update.
Yeah, it was pretty big. Thank God I had some good internet. 2 computers here to update as driver Brett Rolls is sitting right behind me. Racing on my backup machine.
Very nice.
So
He came down and took his pit stop the second time. He's now back in 14th.
he
Last
has
guy on the lap.
he did make his pit stop. He came down when Mauricio and then came down pit road. But Brandon Alpin's still up front, rookie driver, definitely a dominating season. Got what, 2 wins this season? A lot of top 3s.
Yeah, he's got company right behind him. I mean, it's teammate anyway. But Stephen Miles, pretty the most career wins in the TI recently Arca Series. Stephen Miles with 8, looking to make it number 9. And Brandon Alpin, I believe, according to this list, has 1. Right there with you.
Yeah, Stephen Miles gaining ground on team Brandon Alpin right there on the back bumper, coming out of turn 4, looking to the bottom of the racetrack and come across the stripe down into turn 1. They are side by side. I believe Miles have the run through turns 1 and 2. Yes, indeed, he does take over the lead. For the moment, Alpin looks a little tight coming off of 2. Miles able to take over the lead. Shield now to the bottom, looking to get a lap back from your leaders.
Looking at the best lap times here. Stephen Miles with a 30.952. Not sure what lap that was on, but that is the lap over Brandon Alpin's 21 machine with a 31.133. So not too big of a difference in the lap time, but Stephen Miles has definitely found something that Brandon Alpin has not.
Stephen Miles with the quickest lap came on lap 35 so far. Brandon Alpin's quickest lap came on 34.
Single file here, 1 and 2, but I tell you what, Brandon Alpin and Stephen Miles, the 2 closest together. Teammate Alex Bryson back in the 3rd spot, 8.9 seconds back. And then in 4th, Chris Lewis. So the TI gang, 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now, as that's going to change as Brandon Alpin comes to pit road for the 3rd time. So like I said, things clicking off quick, fast, in a hurry, as he's already put. No, it just clicked over, but 13, 14 laps on that stint. Stephen Miles back out front. Take a look at Chris Scala. He said he's a back marker, and unfortunately, looks like he has ended his event here. His caution flag is going to fly for the first time tonight, though. Insurance Centers Inc. caution flag out for the first time here at the Kansas the Speedway and see if we can figure out what happened. Bring it to you live here on Warrior Sports TV.
Figure that out myself. Going back and watching stuff that went on.
Mike Eckert in the 3 got loose.
He was having some connection issue for that.
He got in the outside wall and then trying to fix it and harden the outside wall, and then he finally went around. So Mike Eckert in the 3, the reason for the first caution here. So while they are doing that, since my commercials are getting cut out from advertising from the beginning of this stuff, then roll us the Products TV commercial, and we'll be right back in just a moment.
Slick Wash is specially designed for power sport and motorsport vehicles that encounter heavy dirt and mud, and formulated to clean surfaces without stripping the lubrication from bearings or pivot points. Slick Wash is a biodegradable, non-corrosive cleaning solution designed specifically to remove heavy dirt and mud from surfaces. Each bottle contains 32 ounces of super concentrated liquid solution, which can easily be mixed with water to make up 4 gallons of wash. Each bottle of Slick Wash is made and packaged in the USA. Slick Wash is a non-corrosive formula, making it safe for use on paint, plastic, and metal surfaces, and easily rinses away without leaving a sticky residue. Using Slick Wash is a quick and easy 3-step process. Begin by mixing 8 ounces of concentrate with 1 gallon of water. Using a pump sprayer applicator saves time when applying and also reduces waste. Apply Slick Wash to the entire vehicle, saturating any dirty or muddy areas, and agitate using the Slick Scrub brush. For best results, keep it moist and let it soak for 3 to 5 minutes. Rinse the vehicle with water using a pressurized nozzle and dry with a slick microfiber towel. Slick Wash always offers a safe and easy cleaning experience for power sport and motorsport vehicles. If you have any questions about our Slick Wash, please refer to the support tab on our website where you can easily contact the Slick team.
Live on the Bullydog Coffee Company TI Racing League Arca series with the Warrior Sports TV broadcast network. Thank everybody for checking out the video, tuning in here, checking out the season finale race at the Kansas Speedway. This is one of the very few tracks that I have wandered out to during the NASCAR season. Actually got to stand in the infield and actually at the end of the pre-race ceremonies was one of the people with the cones and the line pushing all the fans back up in the stands, so it's kind of the butt head of the group. But they got a very, very timely schedule they got to follow to hit TV times and everything, so I felt like I was actually doing a good deed to keep NASCAR's part in their business end. Made for a fun time. So after the end of this insurance center's incorporated caution flag here, caution period of the race, Stephen Melnick and Brett Rolls are going to bring us back to the green flag, and this one will be on a leader once the iRacing.com official pace car pulls itself to the infield.
I believe this track has the blue restart zone, doesn't it?
I believe so. I'm not certain that they are using it. I think that was next season, but I'm not 100%. But we are just shy of halfway home here. Today's race already tough, and things are flying by quick, fast, in a hurry. As we come off of the iRacing.com for Space Car 2 pit road, and we're about to go back to green. The VP Racing Fuels green flag is out. Stephen Nonick on the loud pedal in the Geico restart zone. As they go across the stripe, Brett Rolls potentially going to fall back to third here. Is Brandon Alpin going to come to the inside now as they roll into 1 and 2. Rolls going to slip it back, potentially slide into that spot here, and he's going to pull down right behind Brandon Alpin. Is Melnick a little slow off of 2 as he's trying to hold that car down. Just try to keep away from that treacherous outside wall off of 2. Signal's fanning out 2 or 3 wide behind him. As this time by, we'll get the cross flag signal halfway home here at Kansas.
Brett Rolls looking back to the inside, trying to regain that second position as they come across the stripe side by side down into turn 1. Brett will take position going into 1. Elfin battles back on the high side coming out of turn 2. Think he's going to have the momentum going down the back straightaway, and we'll retake the second position. Move Brett back to third, followed by Randy Cornwell and Stephen Miles.
Battles going on behind Stephen Monick here, race leader. He's trying to stretch it out and have the second lead right now. He's on the outside. It's Alphin right now. As rolls to the inside, he drips down to the apron. Here comes Randy Cornwell on the 22. He's pinching to make it 3 wide. Not really have enough room there to do so. He's going to make better of it. Check the brake a little bit. He's going to pull the car down. He's going to get to the inside of Brandon Alpin. Cornwell looking for position number 3 as they roll off of turn 2. Cornwell able to keep it out off the outside wall, as well as Alpin. It's like Brett Rolls going to hang on to position number 2 as the battle for third continues on here. Going to battle back there for the 5th spot as well. Looks like Chris Lewis and Stephen Miles. So the TI teammates definitely looking strong here, and they are doing battle all throughout the Speedway as this race continues on.
Yeah, Cornwell and Alpin still side by side. Cornwell looks like he's managed turn 1. Looks like he's going to slide high, take away Alpin's line, take over the 3rd spot.
He did. That was definitely a dicey move right there. That's one that I thought would definitely probably get taken out of the race, but he was able to manage it, make it happen, and make it stick, and keep it clean with the drivers here on lap 53 of 100, coming to lap 54. Out of 100 here is still a battle going on now between Stephen Miles and Chris Lewis. Chris Lewis on the bottom of the 15. And his outside will be Stephen Miles. And you got teammate Alex Bryson right behind him. So you actually got about a 4 or 5 car battle between TI back here in the middle of the front of the pack.
Cornwell now able to get around Brett Rolls through turns 3 and 4. Cornwell now sets its sights on the race leader Stephen Melnick, who has jumped out to about a 1.1 second lead. Melnick looking strong here halfway through this one.
Yeah, Stephen Melnick definitely looking to potentially pick up a race win, and I'll tell you what, that would be a fantastic thing to happen here tonight, especially because that would be Stephen Melnick's first ever career Arca Series win, if he was able to get it done here tonight.
Definitely looking strong here right now.
Quite a lot of pit stops yet to go here to try to manage this one. We'll see if he can get it done here tonight. Is Randy Cornwell right now in the 2nd spot. Hey, Randy Cornwell definitely got Brett Rolls coming to pit road here, so trying to offset it, maybe get himself set up here as the drivers maybe working to pit road. But I'll tell you what, Randy Cornwell right now in the 2nd spot. See if he can run down Stephen Melnick. Melnick still not exactly running way out against the wall. I guess he must have found something to be able to get away from these guys, but I'll tell you what, Randy Cornwell is on a mission right now trying to run them down.
Oh yeah, Randy Cornwell definitely a fast driver here. Contender for the championship last season. Looking for his first win this season. Do believe he does have a win with the Arca Series, if I do remember correctly. Not looking at stat sheets, not sure.
He has 3. I don't know about the
wins.
season, but he has 3 career.
3 career wins series, and he is tracking down race leader Stephen Melnick, as Melnick had it up to 1.1 seconds, now down to about 3/4 of a second. Here comes Cornwell.
Yeah, Ben and Alpha got into the outside wall off of 2 right in front of his teammate. That could have been a lot more. Unfortunately, Stephen Miles is a really fantastic competitor here. Able to keep an eye on that as here comes Aaron Beaver to the inside of Chris Lewis in the 15. Beaver now looking to take over that first spot as he will in the 97. And now he's going to set his sights on the inside. He's taking away from Chris Lewis, as well as now he's looking at Brandon Alphin here. Alphin, a little bit of damage to the right side of that car. And I'll tell you what, Beaver right now is taking some notes from what Stephen Melnick has done so far. Randy Cornwell is closing in a hurry. He's half a second back. And it looks like Stephen Melnick's going to go to pit road. He's going to hand the race lead over as Melnick goes down pit road. It's going to be Randy Cornwell, your new race leader here, as he regains the race lead here on lap 58. As we start lap 59. So he took it there before he got to the line. So another quick, interesting note for this race so far. Top, we've got 13 lead changes already. Probably a virtue of the pit stops, but it's not really, doesn't really have to mean anything. As we had quite a few that were done under green and people just swapping spots, but it's been quite a race so far.
Yeah, it's got a great battle going on with teammates Chris Lewis, Brandon Alphin, Nicholas Ricio's in that mix, but Steve Miles and Alex Brisson and Riccio. So Riccio in a TI sandwich right now with 2 cars in front, 2 in back, and he's looking, I think, possibly make this 3 wide, 3 or 4. I think he thought better of it than they're waiting for a hole to be able to buy these guys. I do believe at the moment Riccio is faster than the 15 and the 21 of Brandon Alphin.
Yeah, the 36 of Nicholas Rico, that is also a TI style, TI owned team. Mimsy Motorsports 36. That's the Astro Rooftop Bar Tours sponsored ride, but they are affiliated. Chris Lewis does own that team as well, so it's kind of a TI affiliation. So, but still, nonetheless, Mimsy Motorsports and TI is a co-sanction more or less as far as the team ownership.
Not sure what's going on with Ron's internet, but he is cutting out at the moment.
Yeah, it'll do that occasionally.
Aaron Beavers. Beaver now sitting in second place, almost 3 seconds behind Randy Cornwell. Cornwell's got himself a nice comfortable lead right here, about 62 laps, coming to lap 63.
Car just way down the lane field just a moment ago. Not certain. I think that might have been Stephen Melnick. Looks like he's still going though, so gonna stay clean and green here. Lap 63 of 100.
Who's having a great run this afternoon is Dominic Russo, sitting right there in the 8th position. Acid Wall sponsored number 63. Sitting right there behind Brandon Alphin, who has been strong all season. I wonder if that damage is really affecting his car at the moment, because he's not looking as fast as he was earlier on, but still right there in contention. 6th place. Dominic Russo sits 7th. Oops, 7th, 8th rather, for those 2 drivers. And then Craig Martin having a good run, and Kyle Ethier rounding out your top 10.
According to you guys, we usually don't see everyone kind of poking their nose around here this afternoon at the Kansas Speedway, so it may be troubling a few of the veterans, but some of the guys that seem to not have such good luck are kind of right around there. As Brett Rolls got a lap down. He's also taking his 4th pit stop, so will be, or 3rd pit stop I should say, as a couple have been on their 4th, so we'll see how this plays out. We got a few drivers that should be coming down pit road right now. Randy Cornwell should be one of them coming soon, as Aaron Beaver yet to come back in, Nicholas Uricchio yet to come in, Chris Lewis, I think a couple of them in the 3rd one, so maybe see some stints here up to about lap 18, so imagine we'll start seeing them soon. And speaking of the devil, here they come.
Race leader Randy Cornwell down pit road. Chris Lewis assumes the race lead, as he did not come down pit road. Kyle Ethier as well. Stephen Melnick as well. Ryan Whitaker taking over the 3rd position. Drivers such as like Brett Roll, Stephen Melnick waiting for these other lead lap drivers to take their pit stop so they can get their lap back. Oh, Chris Lewis, a little bit of a hard time. Oh, Kyle Ethier misses the commitment cone, winds up in the grass on the front straightaway. That's going to be super tough break for Ethier.
I think he's going to try to make
Totally.
it right. He's going to try to, that's a penalty right there. He missed the commitment cone and he's coming down pit road. That's an unsafe pit. Caution flag's out. That's even worse. Because now he can't serve that penalty under green. He definitely won't be able to serve it if he comes in now either. So I believe that caution going to be for Ethier. And he might have asked for it. I'll back this up here and show him missing the box, because that's what the caution is going to be for, I believe. Actually, might have been another incident here.
Oh, what I'm watching is Michael Eckert drove right through Brett Rolls and didn't even slow down.
Yep, that's what I was looking at here. It's kind of looked weird, but if he was having connection issues like he was earlier, that's kind of understandable. Not really acceptable. You see here, looking at Mike Eckert coming through the center here. You see Brett Rolls on the bottom down next to the apron, comes up the racetrack, and they come into the corner here, and right on the back of Rolls as Eckert disappears at the same time.
He didn't disappear on my end.
And then Brett trying to get things righted, get turned by Dominic Russo a little bit there after that. So caution after caution here, but that is going to be the reason for the second caution here of the day at Kansas Speedway. Rolls will look to get damage repaired to his ride here to continue out the day. Currently 1 lap down, was looking to get that lap back. Not gonna happen under this caution, but yet still got 20, 30, 32 laps to go. 33 laps to go. Steven Melnick, once again, Melnick out front, your race leader. He's still out there, and he's 9 laps into this stint.
He's got at least 8 or 9 laps to go, according to your longest runs. You know, Melnick, he's the type of driver that he always stretches them pit stops as long as he can. It might work out in his favor this time.
It might. These cautions keep falling at some weird times, and I don't see anybody being able to strategize or set up a strategy to kind of work off of these right now. Let's see what they can come up with before this race is over.
Got Chris Lewis at second, Mauricio third, Ryan Whitaker fourth. Skipping fifth place driver, but Dominic Russo is the 5th car in line. Randy Cornwell is the 5th place driver. Alex Brisson at 7th. Dominic Russo in front of Brisson, and Alphin 8th. Steve Miles 9th, and running out your top 10 is Dallas Childers.
There's some strategy coming into play, tough as the camera's panned over the top of turns 1 and 2 down there. I heard some cars shutting off and see a couple of guys trying to throw some fuel away from the pickup coming down the back straightaway.
Anything you can do to get as much fuel saved as possible under these yellow flag conditions, it definitely helps you in the long run.
Fortunately for Brett and Dominic Russo, the contact they made, they don't have a whole lot to worry about here so much at the Kansas Speedway as far as aerodynamics goes. It's a 1.5 mile speedway. The straightaways aren't too treacherously, they're not too drastically long, and you're not going to have too much to worry about as far as top speed and the aerodynamics goes. The back straightaway being the longest, straightest portion of the track, it's where you most of your speed. I don't see it affecting them too much.
I know Brett was looking to come in and try to have a decent run, but unfortunately still sitting on pit road trying to fix some of that damage. The back of that car is all tore up from contact with Eckert.
Yeah, most definitely. It's pretty damaged. There's Mike Eckert sitting down there as well in the Big Wrench Chevrolet, getting that machine repaired from the damage he received from that incident as well. Stephen Melnick out front, still being scored as your race leader here. Not certain exactly. Trying to see what they were doing. They're trying to catch back up. Chris Lewis trying to get Wood up there a little bit. Seem like we're getting lined up here. Lights get on. The iRacing.com official pace cars and this Insurance Centers Incorporated yellow flag period will expire here. Next time around, the field will go back to green. Stephen Melnick, your race leader. Chris Lewis in second. Nicholas Enriqueo in third. Ryan Whitaker fourth. Randy Carmel rolls out your top 5. Alex Bryson sixth. Dominic Russo seventh. Brendan Alphin eighth. Stephen Miles ninth. And Dallas Childers will round out your top 10 as they get ready to go back to green here as they work their way down the back straightaway.
Last time Stephen Melnick started on the restart first, he pulled away from. He was able to pull away from the field. I'm wondering if he's going to be able to do that again. The guys behind him now, I believe, have fresh tires after this caution flag. I believe that a lot of these guys went down and got tires and fuels. I'd be interested to see how well Stephen can hang with guys that have the fresher rubber behind him.
We're definitely going to find out. I mean, he pulled away a lot last time. Oh, I think they waved off the green flag there, Todd.
Yeah, they waved off the flag because something with the scoring was not right. And now we're getting these guys double filed and going to take the green flag out of 4, I do believe. Because pace lights are off on the iRacing.com page. The iRacing.com official pace car. Bit that out correctly, I'd be a lot better off, but guys get positions correct as Kyle Ethier goes around the pace car. He was supposed to be a wave car.
Yeah, looks like they're going to allow Kyle Ethier around and he'll be it might not have assigned a lucky dog.
From what I just heard over race chat, we are starting single file.
Probably to avoid any issues with this restart since they've waved it off twice and try to avoid any extra penalties so Chris can go through the file and figure out who got something cleared that shouldn't have. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe Kyle Ethier was given a penalty due to that unsafe pit entry and unable to serve it and about to get black flag potentially while they waved it off to figure that out, because I don't think it was, Chris is racing, so for somebody to ask and then explain what was going on, it may have taken long to get that all sorted out.
Pace car is off the track. Steve Melnick on the loud pedal as we go back to green flag racing here in Kansas.
Yeah, unfortunately, looks like he's still potentially getting some damage stuff. Stephen Melnick is your race leader. Chris Lewis in second.
Chris looking to the outside of Melnick going down the back straightaway. Had a great run out of turn 2 as Lewis is going to take over the race lead. Melnick on the molded tires not able to keep the car on the bottom of the racetrack. Had to whoa up and let go, otherwise that could have ended very badly. Red Whitaker now looking to the inside of Melnick going down the front straightaway.
Position before Nicholas Enriqueo as well, so Lewis now in the 15 car taking over the race lead. He's going to try and stretch that gap out. Now just 3 laps led so far, but he's in the lead with 26 laps to go.
See Chris win a race. It's been a while since I think I've seen him take a checkered flag. Good to see him able to get back into the car this season because I know he was having computer troubles.
He also
there earlier on.
won career racing the Arca series.
League owner Chris Lewis looking for win number 2
of his career and win number 1 of the season.
Got Melnick and Randy Cornwell still side by side for the third. Alex Briss and Brandon Alphin are in tow, along with Dominic Russo, who's now up to 7th position. Stephen Miles, early race leader, sitting 8th. Nicholas Enriqueo 9th, running out of the top 10, like the 8 of Kyle Ethier.
3 wide right now. Brandon Alphin, Stephen Melnick, and Alex Bryson, 4 positions, 4, 5, and 6. Looks like Alex Bryson going to pull away. Melnick going to fall back another spot. He's going to lose a spot to the 21 at Alphin. He's going backwards, quick, fast, and air. I guess potentially maybe no tires for the 1 of Melnick last time they pitted. As now Stephen Miles going to go by on the inside. He's going to lose a handful of spots now. That's Stephen Melnick back in position number 8 though.
Yeah, Melnick trying to hold on until his next round of pit stops. Bet you he was wishing, said to the guys last time in, man, I wish I would have took some rubber.
Well, you know what? Looking at the stint here, he's about to come to pit road. And he may have set himself up to win this race potentially. We'll have to see how the end of this plays out. If it goes green from here on out, Melnick may just come away with this win.
Yeah, if it goes green here on out, Melnick definitely knows how to stretch the fuel as he's still out there on this run. Look like Brisson coming out forward, out the outside wall a little bit. Able to hold on to it.
This is lap number 20 for Stephen Melnick on this fuel run. The longest I think we've seen yet.
Melnick definitely knows how to stretch fuel. It's the thing I've noticed about his driving ability. He can pit here, which I think he's going to come down right here off 4. Nope. Stayed out.
Huh.
How much fuel does the man have in that car?
It can't be much more. I think he's really babying this thing right now. He's trying to get it just right. Because, I mean, he has lost a lot of ground. And he knows that these guys are going to have to pit. Everybody else is like 13, 14, 15. Like, I think they're going to be coming before too long to get their last set of fuel. But if they come right now, like, I think they're trying to stretch to like lap 83, 84 to make sure that they can get there. I know Melnick's watch, man, he's still going to stay out there. This is like 22 on this fuel run. It's got to be getting tight.
Keep an eye on him, but that'll be Kyle Ethier and Dalton Wilson now for the 8th and 9th position. Dalton Wilson, the inside of Ethier, 4. And Melnick will come down pit road this time as he has dropped the apron coming out of turn 4. So this will give him 18 laps. He's got to make it on fuel, which he should be able to push a little bit harder than he was at that last run. But we know he can make the distance on fuel.
Alex Bryson looking to the inside now. Randy Cornwell, 4 position, number 3. Bryson not going to have the run this time. He's got teammate Stephen Miles to the outside, and he's got Brandon Alphen right behind him as well. So you've got 3 TI teammates chasing the 22 of Randy Cornwell, but all out front, they're all chasing the TI teammate. Chris Lewis, still your race leader.
Chris sitting pretty out front. Got 4 or 5 car length lead over Ryan Whitaker.
Brandon Alphen to pit road. So Alphen to give that spot up. He's going to come down and get his fuel and tire stop underway and run it out to the end potentially, depending on our caution situation as we get down to the wire in this one. And the duck to the inside, here he comes. It's going to be Stephen Miles looking to the inside of Cornwell. Cornwell hanging on to 3rd, but Stephen Miles at the line is what it says. Stephen Miles hanging on to the P3 now over Randy Cornwell. Here comes Alex Bryson looking to the back quarter panel of the 22 as well. Not going to happen here. He's going to get the run down the back straightaway, potentially going into the 3. He will follow suit of TI Racing teammate Stephen Miles. Here comes Cornwell. He's going to dive to the inside, try to take that challenge, but it's going to be all the momentum line. It's going to be Stephen Miles off of 4. Going to hang on to position number 3. Is he going to try to run down Ryan Whitaker here? Is the 8 of Kyle Ethier to pit road now to get his final stop underway.
Alex Brisson made a quick move to the bottom of Randy Cornwell coming out of that dog leg on the front straightaway and able to clear Randy Cornwell coming out of turn 2 to take over the 3rd position. Moving Randy Cornwell back to 4th.
Keep an eye on Chris Lewis, Ryan Whitaker right there in the frame as well. Just right outside the frame now as they come through the trioval. Chris Lewis, your race leader, with they're on lap 85 and 116 laps remain. So we'll have to see here. We got a slew of cars coming to pit road now.
And if this stays green, this is falling right into Stephen's hands.
To a certain extent, Stephen Melnick is 1 lap down now. That can be gathered up depending on how this plays out. If somebody can hold out on fuel long enough, and I don't see anybody that really can. It hasn't been down lately. Everybody that's in the top 7 right now is going to have to come down. And Chris Lewis is going to be the game changer in this one because if he comes in and takes fuel only, he has a 3-second lead over Dalton Wilson.
Maybe Chris has got some figured out. She got about a 4.5 second lead over Dalton Wilson.
And it's closing now because Lewis is slowing to pit road. So, oh, and he's coming in real hot, sliding, almost missed the cone. He's gonna need some tires after that one. This is gonna go to Dalton Wilson at the line as your race leader. So that little spot there trying to slow down, handle that to Wilson. Wilson still has to pit though. Dalton Wilson, Aaron Beaver, KT Mecking, and Dallas Childers have yet to pit. Brandon Alphen is the next driver back. If he can get around Chris Lewis before Lewis gets out of pit road and back up to speed, the lead will go to Alphen by the time everybody else is pitted. And what's going on with Doug Milhorse? Nope, he's slowing down. They're coming off of pit road, so keeping an eye here. Alphen has made his way around Chris Lewis, so Brandon Alphen will take the race lead. So Alphen potentially might pick this up. 13 laps to go as Alphen coming down the back straightaway in the 21. As your new, well, right now his current leader is Dallas Childers, but it will be Brandon Alphen when these guys come to pit road, which should be soon. We're looking for Dallas Childers, Dalton Wilson, KT Meckin, and Aaron Beaver to come to pit road. And actually looking at this, Dallas Childers is the last driver having yet to pit. I bet he probably just slowed down in front of Alphen as he came around the corner. And he did. Childers now to pit road. So Brandon Alphen will be your race leader here in just a moment as he works his way through 3 and 4. Childers makes his way to his pit box. But Brandon Alphen in the 21 gonna have about a 4.5, 5 second lead over Ryan Whitaker. And Alphen will take the race lead. Ryan Whitaker goes to P2, Alex Bryson to P3, Stephen Miles to P4 now, Chris Lewis in the top 5. But right now, Brandon Alphen has a 3.7 second advantage over Ryan Whitaker. And 11 laps to go.
Ryan Whitaker looked like he was pretty quick. It looked like he had fresh rubber on that.
Makes you wonder what Brandon Alphen did different. Did he get out faster? But I tell you what, through that section of the racetrack, Brandon Alphen was quicker and extended that gap out. But as Alphen works his way through the corner, Whitaker is gaining ground on him. But I don't know that it's going to be enough with 10 laps to go as they work their way down the back stretch into 3 and 4.
Maybe Alphen took a tire stop that time. Figured that would be good enough to get him to the end.
I know someone you took a 2-tire or no tire stop. Doug Miller, this car is all over the place. It is not happy.
Yeah, he definitely has some damage on that right front, so steering probably playing a factor on Doug Billhar's machine.
And I'll tell you what, Ryan Whitaker has dropped that gap down to 3 straight seconds. So Whitaker challenging and charging here, and it's quite a good ways back. He's got about 8 laps to do it. This time by the stripe is Alphen. 8 laps to go, and I'll tell you what, Ryan Whitaker really not anywhere in frame currently as far as looking at the screen goes. But right now, Brandon Alphen's out front by himself. Alex Bryson in 3rd. Chris Lewis has made his way to P4 and Stephen Miles to P5.
Ryan definitely needs to pick up the pace here as Alex Bryson is on his rear, looking to make a move to try to come in for 2nd place behind his teammate Brandon Alphen. I don't believe these two have enough time to catch Brandon with 7 laps to go, coming to 6 to go.
Yeah, coming to 6 laps to go here for your race leader. And Alphen looking to try to run this one all the way home. Getting there, potentially a problem as of now as time winding down as they work their way down the back straightaway with 7 to go. For your race leader, Brandon Alphen, Ryan Whitaker still at 2.8 seconds behind. And he's got Alex Bryson right there with him as your race leader continues to charge forward here with 6 laps to go as he crosses the stripe.
Impressive season by rookie driver Brandon Alphen. He has just been so dominant all season long.
Yeah, Brandon Alphen looking to pick up another win here to add another win to his record book to tie him up with AJ Vasseur and Zach Mertz here for 2 apiece. And once again, a fantastic career for Chris Skallick, who's going to close out his Arca series with 1 career win. Not sure what the other statistics are, but here is Alex Bryson to the outside of Whitaker, and Whitaker has used up his rubbers. It is all Alex Bryson going to take away the second spot on the outside. See if he can run down teammate Brandon Alphen with 5 laps to go. 5 to go as your race leader works his way down the back straight away into turn 3.
Battle cost them too some time, but they still did gain a little bit on race leader Brandon Alphen. He is 2.8 seconds ahead of second and third place right now. See what it is time at the stripe.
Definitely coming down real quick, almost at 2 seconds. So Alphen may be trying to save some tires for this battle. He's also got a little bit of lap traffic in front of him. So he's approaching Rick Ward in the 34 right now. Ward in the 34 going to go a lap down here. He's currently back in position number 16. Brandon Alphen, 3 to go for your race leader. Just kind of cruising along, taking it easy, but he's going to have to keep things kind of at bay. Alex Bryson can get there, but I don't think he has time to make the passes there. Have now reeled him into 1.5 seconds gap distance back from your race leader. So Brandon Alphen trying not to make any mistakes, bringing that car down, running it real nice and easy off into the corners, rolling the center real nice as he comes off of turn 4 to the stripe. 2 to go, tip the green in the air. It's 2 laps left here at the Kansas Speedway. 2 more circuits remain for your race leader. But he's got company. Alex Bryson almost down to a full second away. Tough, I don't think he's going to have time.
I don't think he'll have time. He's going to have to run 2 absolutely perfect laps to even get to his rear bumper. I do think that Alphen's going to come home with this one this evening.
He's got him down to a full second. He's reeling him into the center of the corner. We're down to 3/4 of a second, Tup. I don't know. This is getting awful close. I don't know what Brandon Alphen is doing right now, but his teammate is going to be knocking on his back door if he doesn't pick up the pace. And we are in frame, and we are 3/4 of a second gap difference.
Alphen's going to be able to get, or Bryson's going to be able to get to him, I think, but I dare say that it's not going to be enough. It's going to be close, not enough.
I think we'll be about 1/4 of a second gap differences. Now we're at like 0.3. He really closes to the corner, but it's not going to be enough. Is off of turn 4. Coming to the tri-oval, it's Brandon Alphen picking up the race win at the line. Coming home in second is going to be Alex Bryson. He reeled him in, but it wasn't enough. Ryan Whitaker come home in third, Chris Lewis 4th, and Randy Corbell rounds out your top 5. We'll look at your unofficial race results. Finishing in the 6th spot, Dominic Russo. 7th is Dalton Wilson. 8th, Aaron Beaver. 9th is Steven Miles. 10th is KT Meckin. Change that. Coming home 11th is Stephen Monick. 12th is Kai Weether. 13th is Nathan Sarikio. 14th is Craig Martin. Coming home 15th, Dallas Tilder. 16th, Rick Ward. 17th, Doug Billhars. 18th is Brett Rolls. 19th, Mike Eckert. 20th is Eli Raposa. 21st is Chris Scala. 22nd, AJ Vasor. And 23rd is David Fitt. We'll be back here in just a moment for the BladeNerd.com post-race show and our post-race interviews in just a moment after this brief message. Here's some feedback from our clients. The work with BladeNerd was done in a very professional manner. Specifically, the owner and CEO, Mr. Vlad Stafford. We talked a lot and he listened. I personally recommend BladeNerd Web for your IT and web design needs. Another inquiry states, Vladimir is one of the best web designers I know. Over the years, he has helped me set up over 24 websites, of which over a dozen are still active. He is a good listener and always provides professional services above and beyond which is expected.
Another inquiry says, we at Boombox Ninjas needed a very reliable and trustworthy web hosting partner. With TinkerHost, now called Bladenode, and the ever so helpful Vlad, our business has never seen a day of downtime. It's been more than 4 years with TinkerHost, and the business has only grown. Thanks, TinkerHost. So what are you waiting for? Get with Bladenode.com today for all of your web hosting, VPS hosting, and email hosting needs.
What a finish to that race, Ron.
Yeah, but so we're gonna talk with our third place finisher, calling the shit talker. It's Ryan Whitaker here in position number 3 in the 03 PTP racing car. Man, tell us about that run for you able to come back with a third place finish, brother. Great run for you here to end out the season.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was a fun season. Missed a couple races, some self-inflicted, some personal, but it was a good year. Happy to end up with the top 3 bronze medal, and we're going to gear up for next season.
Season 7 definitely potentially looking promising for you. Any surprises coming from coming forward here, going towards season 7? Everything looking still the same here in the PTP racing camp.
I think everything's gonna be kind of status quo. I'm hoping we can get the full crew back and compete for that points title next year. We're an affiliate of TI Racing, but I was happy to break up the TI stranglehold on the top 3 and keep the owner there in 4th.
There you go. It's definitely something to do. But anybody like to thank to help you pick up today's podium here at the Kansas Speedway? Is that right?
Say it again.
So anybody like to thank here to help you pick up a podium finish here?
Oh yeah. Got to thank Dallas Childers. He's come a long way. Got a lead lap finish tonight, and anyone that finished behind him, I pray for you. And got to thank Kevin Chevrolet. Put a good hot rod on the track, and appreciate the broadcast. I do a great job every week, and we'll do it again next year.
Right on. Congratulations on the 3rd place finish, Ryan, and hopefully next season we'll see you in the booth for a
appreciate it, guys. See you.
or victory. Alrighty, Ryan Whitaker picking up the 3rd place finish here tonight, and we'll move on down into.
Ron, am I lagging or is that you?
It's me. It's me. We'll talk with our 2nd place finisher here in just a moment. Picking up the 2nd spot here tonight is Alex Bryson, Mr. 2-time himself. Alex, congratulations, brother, picking up a 2nd place finish here tonight. And I tell you what a race, man. It was back and forth all night long, and you're able to actually pick up the 2nd spot right behind teammate Brandon Alphin.
Yeah, it was just an amazing race. It started off good there for a couple laps, and I don't want to say I didn't have long run speed, but you saw me peter out there at the beginning, and Randy was really fast, Brandon was really fast, especially Steven Miles. That man is he's just a weapon in a vehicle, in a good way, not a bad way. And he's just super duper fast, and to keep up with those guys, and unfortunately some of those cautions came out, but I think towards the end there it worked out in TI's favor, especially Brandon's favor. But I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
I figure if you'd had another about 5 or 6 laps, I think this race had been yours in the bag. But hey, man, the teammate come away with it. You're able to come up with the runner-up finish. All in all, a fantastic night and a great season 6 for TI Racing.
Yeah, I want to thank, of course, TI Racing. I got to thank Chris Lewis, Brandon Alphin, Dalton Wilson, Chris Scala. Unfortunately, this is his last season racing, so I'm really going to miss his ass. And of course, I got to thank Steven Miles. That man is my rock. I go to him, we talk, we communicate. I honestly can't thank that man. I can't thank anybody enough on this team for this amazing season, and to come out and to be the champion again is just it's unbelievable. Like, I can't even really put it into words. I want to thank Grublets on Ice, Jim Cook Chevrolet, my wife and kids, especially my wife, let me take the time out of our busy lives to do this. I want to thank my dad. I want to thank my wife's grandmother. I want to thank God, and I want to thank you guys for putting on an amazing broadcast. And man, it's been a wild year, but super ecstatic for this team. This team is it's amazing. Every single person on this team is just absolutely amazing. and I can't thank them enough. I'll thank Chris Lewis again. Just throw that in there.
I mean, the man that organizes it all and puts everything together, you gotta have some credit somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But man, I mean, you were on a rail and on your way, and Mr. Three-time now, Alex three-time.
Yes,
Bryson.
sir. I'm gonna change that almost instantly.
It hasn't happened yet. Usually, it's almost as soon as it closes, it's usually there, my man.
Yep, they can't take it from me. They can't take it from me.
Not this one. But man, congratulations, man. A team championship as well as picking up an individual championship as well and taking it all home back to TI.
Absolutely.
Fantastic once again. And we'll look forward to season 7, brother.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you guys again.
Hopefully we'll pop in and talk to you guys for them. But man, congratulations once again on championship and picking up a runner-up spot here tonight to Brandon Alphin.
All right. Thank you both.
Alrighty, Alex Bryson sent back down there to his camp here and looking for Mr. Brandon Alphin and our race winner. Not in the Discord that I can see. So we're gonna pull Chris Lewis here.
Wasn't.
What's up, Chris?
Wasn't.
Looking for Brandon, and I think he snuck out on us.
Not sure if Chris is.
He might have got up to go pee. That's a long race. I know. I'd probably have to pee before. Running that close and running the top 5 like that, I'd have to go pee too.
Oh, for sure.
Anyway, I'll put him back down there. Alrighty. Well, a fantastic season 7 here. I want to thank everybody for coming out, and everybody for checking us out on Hardy Sports TV on the Broadcast Network. And we'll hope to see you next season as well. But we're going to highlight Brandon Alphin, the rookie. I believe he's going to also pick up Rookie of the Year award as well. So congrats to Brandon Alphin on the race win and picking up that win. And unfortunately, not going to get an interview with him. He's snuck out, or maybe he's having connection issues like I am tonight, one way or another. But we'll get this thing where it belongs in a timely manner. Congratulations to him. Once again, I want to thank Bullydog Coffee Company for coming on board this season and sponsoring the TI Racing League Arca Series. I want to thank Chris for having us aboard. I want to thank you once again. It's been fun. Season 6. We'll look forward to season 7, brother.
Definitely. I definitely look forward to coming back.
On top of thanking TI sponsors, I also thank Insurance Centers Incorporated for coming on board for the 2023 season, and as well as Genmar Services, Genmar from Reedsville, West Virginia, back on board as well. Also like to thank Slick Products, GoPro, and Pit Posse Motorsports and Powers Performance as those sponsors carry through, as well as BladeNerd.com, Simple Web Solutions powered by nerds. And we'll see you guys on season 7. If you like asphalt racing, tune in to us on Sunday evenings as well, where we'll be broadcasting the Extreme Power League. And we'll see you guys soon here on Horror Esports TV. Horror Esports TV would like to thank all of its sponsors for this season. Insurance Centers Incorporated, Genmar Services, Slick Products, GoPro, Pit Posse Motorsports, Ace High Fabrications in Kingwood, West Virginia, BladeNerd.com, Simple Web Solutions, powered by nerds, iRacing iFlag, Jeff Brown and the gang, Just Got in the gang, it's Ford Entertainment Group, thank you for watching this broadcast, and we'll see you next time on Horror Esports TV.